Hey y'all, today we're going to be doing a savory sausage slaw in our slow cooker.
All while having a whole lot of fun.
Say that 5 times fast. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. And today we're making another recipe from recipes.crock.com. This hot chick's awesome food blog. Check it out, y'all. And today we're going to be making
savory sausage slaw.
in a slow cooker.
Yes, and we've had to say that 10 times.
Because we can't say it 5 times fast.
Haha.
Anyway.
So, this is an Asian-inspired dish that definitely has its American roots. So, you're not going to find this, I don't believe, anywhere
I don't think you're going to find it in Seoul.
Other than in the RV camper kitchen.
You're not going to find this dish in Seoul, but this dish has Seoul, and it's really good.
And you'll see different varieties of similar things like this all over the internet. People call it all kinds of different things, like an unstuffed egg roll and those kinds of things. But we're just going to call it good because it is nice and tasty and it's low carb.
You know why we're going to call it good? Because it takes a lot of effort to say savory sausage slaw.
So, but to get started, what we have already done is we have browned 2 pounds of ground breakfast sausage in our Ninja. If you have a regular slow cooker, just go ahead and brown this on your stove. Now, we did 2 pounds. If you would rather have a more slaw-based result rather than meat-based result, then you could just do 1 pound. So just keep that in mind. We want it to be meaty because it's going to be our main dish.
For all you low-carbers out there, because you made this the other night, and did you use 2 pounds?
No, I used 2 pounds of this.
You used 2 pounds of sausage and 1 bag of this, and I'm like, you know what would only make this better?
You wanted more slaw.
I would double the amount of slaw in that, which this bag has 5 servings, and each serving is 5 grams of carbs, 3 grams of sugar. So there's not a lot of carbs in here, but when you dump more slaw in there, there's going to be more carbs. So she's like, I went the really low carb approach on it. You're good either way.
You can do it whichever way you want. But of course, so I made it with 2 pounds, so it's actually not going to be how you wanted it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll just eat twice as much.
But we really like the leftovers of this because the flavors really meld in the refrigerator. So when you reheat it, it is really, really good. But anyhow.
Cabbage is one of those veggies that when you cook it in something, it sucks in all the flavor and makes it taste like the whole dish. So the next day, after that cabbage has soaked in with all of these ingredients and the flavors from the sausage, it's just, and it also kind of softens that cabbage up a little bit more too.
Yes, that's part of the cooking process that we got going on here. So what we've got are 2 pounds browned ground sausage, drained, and to that we are going to add a tablespoon of sesame seed oil because that is going to give us part of that sesame flavor that is super duper yummy. So gonna do this, and you can just drizzle it all over the top. When we're done, we're gonna mix everything so it will be fine. I need you, I gotta check my notes, a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, Mr. Goode.
Oh, I got this.
And so here's where I want to say one thing I would advise that we're not doing
1/3 cup
is to use
there it is
a low sodium soy sauce because this does produce a very salty dish in the end.
That's a lot of soy sauce.
Yes, but it also is flavoring lots of things. But I would say, particularly if you're watching your salt intake, definitely go with the low sodium version of soy sauce. And now we need a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar.
Strong stuff.
Yes. And to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of sesame seeds.
Yep. Sesame seeds. Open sesame. Tablespoon?
Yes.
I got this.
Just go on and...
Like magic fairy dust right there.
There you go. We've got 3 green onions, and we've chopped them up into pieces, and we are going to just dump them in. You could divide this and put half of them in now to cook and then half to top at the end if you wanted it to be super duper fancy. I thought you said you didn't like that last time.
I still don't. I like sesame seeds, but I like them when they're on a bun.
And to that, we are adding 16 ounces of tricolor coleslaw or any kind of shredded cabbage coleslaw that you can get in your grocery store in the salad area. So we're going to just dump this in. I'm going to make sure that I've got everything that I need to add from my notes. Yes, I do. Now we're just going to stir this up. It's going to be pretty full to begin with. I hear his belly rumbling. He's hungry. And so we're just going to mix this up a little bit. It's going to be a lot easier to mix up once it has cooked for a couple hours. You can cook this on high for 2 to 3 hours or low for 3 to 4 hours. So all we're really trying to do is get all these flavors to kind of marry up together and become this nice, yummy, meaty dish. And so the slaw will wilt just a little bit. It'll maintain some of its crunch, but it will still, but it will absorb all the yummy Asian flavors that we added to this. So we're going to put a lid on it and be back in 3, 2, 1.
And the time has come. The time has gone. Now it's time to get dinner on. Check it out. I'll get this. If you just watch the steam on that. And check. Ooh, steamy.
There we go.
This kitchen smells absolutely amazing.
Now I did stir it once it started to cook down, so that everything could kind of meld with the flavors. It's all steamy, so you're gonna just have to. So I'm gonna scoop out some of this for us to taste test.
Check it out. Check it out. Look at all them pretty colors. The purples and the oranges, and I just steamed up the camera myself. You know what?
I'm gonna put this lid back on. Ow! After I steam myself. Oh, there it goes with it.
That's right. I'm hungry.
You
so
better
this is like super hot. It just you saw it just came straight out of the crock pot when it got done. But you got cabbage and more cabbage. You got red cabbage and green cabbage, regular cabbage, tricolor cabbage, and then there's some carrots in there. Well, of course, you can smell the sesame oil, and as those sesame seeds cooked down, of course, that broke down the oil that was in the sesame seeds, and sausage. Oh my gosh. I was telling her the other day about this. I've got a friend that I grew up in school with, and her mom was from South Korea. And she brought into school one day for show and tell a Korean dish. It was called kimbap, and it had sausage and cabbage and sesame, and it was wrapped in seaweed, and it tastes a lot like this. And I went crazy over that stuff. So when Cris made this, I was like, it brought back those childhood memories, you know. I don't know. Have you ever had kimbap? Did it bring back memories for you too?
I wonder if it would. We haven't eaten it this way, but I think it would be good to wrap in like lettuce leaves.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I bet
lettuce
that would
leaf.
be yummy.
I wonder, are there any carbs in seaweed?
I don't know.
I'll eat it just like this. This is good.
Yes.
And yes, you probably won't find this in sole, but there's a lot of sole in this dish, and it is so easy to make, and it's so good. You want some?
It's okay. It's okay. I'll get my own plate once you wrap this sucker up.
Okay. It's kind of like when we used to eat donuts. I'd go, you want one? I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you like what you're watching here, whether it's me eat or her cook, whatever it is,
You stand here.
give us a thumbs up down below. If you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, what is the Crock Posse, Cris?
That's our slow cooking, RV traveling, recipe loving family around here.
I knew what it was the entire time. I just want to get another bite. If you want to be a part of that, click the subscribe button down below. Ooh. Just tasted the onions in there. That's really good. Anywho, click the subscribe button. Boom. You're an automatic member of the Crock Posse. See? Somebody just clicked the subscribe button. Every time you click the subscribe button, an angel gets its wings.
Or the ninja rings his bell.
That's right. The ninja rings his bell. That's right. And also, if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video with all these squirrel moments in it, click the little bell next to it that we call the
Ding-a-ling.
and you will know as soon as we put up a new video. We put them up all the time for you. And y'all, whatever you do, laugh often.
Eat good food.
And speak life.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Addie, would you
Savory
like some?
sausage slaw. Savory sausage slaw.
In a slow cooker. Say that 5 times fast.
That. Bye-bye! Hey, y'all, today we're going to be doing some savory sausage slaw in our slow cooker.
All while having a whole lot of fun.
Alliteration.
You sound like you got into the
Sauce.
rice vinegar.
Oh, sorry. It naturally gravitates.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon link below.